busy people getting fit in Fulshear, Texas. Our aim is to help you look better, feel better, and perform better as quickly as possible. I'm your host, Brian White with Blue Eagle Fitness and Nutrition. Welcome. Hey, what's up, everybody? One of the common questions that I've gotten asked 3 or 4 times in just the past 2 weeks is, hey, you're at Blue Eagle. I'm thinking about joining. I'm bored with what I'm doing, or I want to try something new, or I want to work out for the very first time. Can you just tell me a little bit about, what are your workouts like? What are your workouts like? I want to know that I'm going to like it, and can I just try a free class? Well, to answer your question on try a free class, the answer is no, and here's why. Every day is different. So one class isn't like, you may love it, great, or you may hate it. Obviously, that's not great, but neither give you a picture of what it's like working out at Blue Eagle, what it's like working out at a CrossFit gym. So especially with our well-rounded programming. So every day is different. We are going to row, bike, run, jump, squat. We're going to deadlift, which is we're going to pick up something from the ground. We're going to hinge at the hips. We're going to bend our ankles. We're going to bend our knees. We're going to hinge at the hips. We're going to press up overhead and work an overhead range of motion. We're going to do some of that every day, but to different degrees for all of them. Now, so let me just walk you through in a general idea about what a workout is like at Blue Eagle. The first is that I care about your ability to move first. That is my first concern. So the first thing we're going to work on for the first 4 to 8 minutes of every workout is that we are going to improve our mobility. We're going to do that through plyometrics, or we're going to use a foam roller. We may use bands up on the rig, or bands in a freestyle way, mainly to improve ankle mobility, knee mobility, hip mobility, and shoulder mobility. We also throw in a little core work to get you warm during that time, but those are my main focuses for every start of a workout, is for you to move better. I want you to move better. So we're going to spend the first 4 to 8 minutes doing that. And to my knowledge, you're really not going to get that anywhere else. This is why we can't do a workout in 45 minutes. To be honest with you, that is why it takes an hour, and we push ourselves to get done in an hour. But why does it take more than 45 minutes? Because we are going to improve your mobility. That is what you're going to lose as you get older, and I don't want you to lose that. So we're going to start with mobility work. Then we're going to grab a PVC pipe or a barbell or dumbbells or a kettlebell, and then a jump rope, a bike, or a rower. Again, we'll see if we're going to touch all the equipment, and we're going to go through a general warm-up. This is going to move you through full ranges of motion from the ground to overhead, and we're not going to use all the equipment every day, but over the course of about 8 days, we're going to touch all the equipment. Gives you a little bit of a different stimulus, and again, it improves your range of motion and your ability to move through a range of motion, given different implements and given different stimuli. That's why we like touching all of the equipment. So here we're going to spend, that'll take us about another 5 to 8 minutes, and then we're going to spend another 5 to 8 minutes warming up for whatever particular specific exercise that we have coming up next. So if we're deadlifting, lifting a bar straight from the ground, then we're going to make sure that our deadlift starts to get warm, start adding a little bit of weight to the barbell. The whole time, including through the warm-up, you will be receiving specific coaching to your movement. The warm-up is a phenomenal time. Your coaches and I spend a phenomenal amount of time focused on what we call, quote unquote, not wasting the warm-up. Don't waste the warm-up. There are too many gyms out there. There are too many people out there that just kind of mindlessly, even if they warm up, which is great, which is better than nothing, but they do it mindlessly. They're not paying attention to their movement patterns. This is for us as coaches the greatest time to improve your movement pattern, which is, again, why we can't get done our workouts in 45 minutes. I want you to move better perfectly. I want you to move better. I want you to move perfectly. That's what we're going for. And we're going to cover that in the first 18 to 20 minutes of every class. Then we're going to we move into what we call the strength piece, but not every day. Every day is different. Today, for example, we did not have really a strength piece, but it all was barbell related. But we could move into a strength piece, again, pressing up overhead, squatting, or hinging at the hips. One of the questions I get is, hey, do I have to do Olympic movements? Those crazy snatches. I try to back people off of that mindset a little bit, uh, because what people have seen usually are maybe videos of people doing weights that they should not be lifting and putting themselves in either awkward positions or getting hurt, or they have tried it themselves with poor coaching and not knowing what to do. And they themselves have put themselves in bad positions and in compromised positions that can lead to injury. The reality is that definitely at Blue Eagle, we don't want you to do that. And your coaches are there to help keep you safe. I love Olympic lifts, and I love them because they improve my ranges of motion. There's really nothing better than a jerk or a snatch to help me with my shoulder mobility. Some may say we can just press. Cool. And in fact, yesterday we did clean and jerk, and we had multiple athletes do a clean, which is where we bring a weight, usually a barbell, from the ground to our shoulders, which is an extremely functional movement, right? If we lift a baby, lift a dog, lift groceries up, just to our shoulders, or bags of mulch, right? And we need to carry it from the front yard to the backyard or whatever. It's extremely functional movement. And yeah, we don't have to do a jerk, especially not a split jerk. We had plenty of athletes yesterday just do a strict press. Cool. We can take out some of the difficulty, the complexity, and still work that range of motion. And we can still build muscle, burn fat, just doing strict press, or maybe even a little down and up dip into a push press. Either of those movements work just fine, and absolutely, especially if we have shoulder issues. If we have shoulder issues that we don't want to exacerbate, then yeah, let's take out the explosivity, slow the movement down, but we still want you to move through that full range of motion. Another question I get is, back to the why can't I try out a trial class? And really the reason is that I want you to have the best, most effective experience that you can possibly have. And the way for us to do that is that we need to get to know you one-on-one. So anyone who joins our gym starts with 3 one-on-one personal training sessions. We actually can run that up to 5 if you prefer. Love it. Those come at a significant discount over our normal personal training rate. But the point of those sessions is for us as coaches to get to know you and what are your strengths and what areas do we need to improve on, so that we can work with you one-on-one. And instead of having to take time out of class to focus on the new joiner, that's not fair to everyone else, which, why don't we offer quote unquote free trials? It makes no sense for us to actually take time away from our paying clients to focus more attention on the person who's in there for one day, may never see again, and isn't even paying us money for that one day. So that's why we don't do free trials. We have found that in order for you to best be successful, that come start with 3 one-on-one personal training sessions. We're also going to do a nutrition coaching session, and then commit to 3 months. Why 3 months? 3 months, again, every day is different. 3 months gets you a very good understanding of what we do, and will get you a very good understanding of what any gym or any program will do. I just highly recommend you commit anywhere for 3 months. Now, I know there's some places who make you sign a year-long contract. Boy, I don't do that, and I would never recommend anyone do that. Usually companies who want you to sign a year-long contract, they're trying to lock you in, knowing that if they don't lock you in, they're going to lose you forever, because the only way they can keep you is by locking you into 1-year contracts. But we're not going to do that. 3 months is plenty of time for you to get a good feel for the place, get a good feel for coaching. People do say, can you guarantee results? I can tell you, every client I've had who has been consistent for at least 3 months has built muscle. Every single person. I know there may be people listening to this who, I don't want to build muscle. If you want to get that toned look, we're going to build muscle. We have an InBody 270. It works great at understanding what your body composition is. And that proves to us that you are gaining muscle. And that is true whether you're a teenager in your 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s, or 90s. We can build muscle. We know our program builds muscle. To lose fat, we need to focus on nutrition. With nutrition coaching, I can guarantee you're going to lose fat. That is what we've seen. That is what we've seen. We have a success wall in our gym. If you are looking for results, you should join a place that has a success wall. If they can't prove to you that they've gotten results, the results you want with other people, how are they going to get the results for you? We have a success wall. It grows every week. I'm super proud of our clients, super proud of our coaches for delivering those results. I hope that answers some questions on why we do the things we do. In terms of, what else do we do in the gym? I do as much as we can. We run and we jump. You're like, well, I don't like jumping. Well, we convert that into either small jumps, like can we jump on a 3-inch plate? Instead, we don't need to jump on a 20-inch box if we're not capable of that. Can we jump on the 3-inch plate? If we can't do that, that's cool. We are going to still work through a full range of motion on our ankles and our knees and our hips, and we're going to do box step-ups. We're going to step up on the box. They're not quite as explosive or as dynamic and won't quite give us the results as jumping will, even jumping on a small plate, but they will give us results. So that's just another example of what we do. I hope that answers some questions, and I hope you have a great day. You can get every episode of Busy People Getting Fit wherever you listen to your podcast or on YouTube. You can also reach us at busypeoplegettingfit.com. Until next time, thank you for listening.